Hi friends, I miss you guys so much. I can't wait till we can see each other again. Today we're going to be doing some reading comprehension together. Since we can't do it at school, we're going to do it here in my home. I'd like for you to make sure you have your packet page that goes with the story we're going to read today. So this is the very first worksheet page that's in your packet. It has a couple of pictures on the top and it has some lines on the bottom. Okay, we're going to be reading the story Bear Snores On. So I want you to follow along with me on the video so that you can answer the questions on the worksheet. Okay, let's get started. Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. Here's the table of contents. We're going to be reading Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson, illustrated by Jane Chapman. This is a fantasy, so it is a story that is made up. Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson, illustrations by Jane Chapman. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap, with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl, and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tip-toe, creep-crawls in the cave from the fluff, cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop, and the wind doesn't stop. But the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. But the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs in the air. "I smell yummy yums, perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. More animals. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. Are you seeing a pattern here? In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare strokes the fire, mouse seasons stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear. What do you think's going to happen? Achoo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. Ooh! And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping and I have had none. And he whimpers and he moans, he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea. He looks happy about that. Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep. But his friends snore on. Okay, friends, so now we have our worksheet. So we're going to be using this worksheet here. It's labeled 203. I think it's the very first worksheet in our packet, our week 1 packet. Okay, so the first question, number 1, has 2 pictures here. I'm going to ask you, which one of these is a character from our story, Bear Snores On? Is it going to be this sleeping dog, or is it going to be this sleeping bear? I want you to put a big circle around the character that is from our story, Bear Snores On. If you put a big circle around the bear, good job, you did it. Question number 2. I want you to look at number 2. There's 2 pictures here. I want you to circle the picture that shows the setting from the story. Was the setting cold and snowy? Was the setting warm and sunny? If you aren't sure, I want you to pause the video and I want you to go back and look in the story that you listened to. If you circled cold and wintry, good job, you did it. All right, the last question on this page. I'd like for you to write about what causes the bear to wake up. I want you to think right now. The bear, all of these animals come in. What caused him to wake up after all of that snoring and sleeping? What caused him to wake up? What happened? When you write, I want you to make sure you are using your headline, midline, and footline. The bear what happened? Sneezed. He went, achoo. The bear sneezed. So you see how my letters, I'm making sure my letters are nice and straight. The bear sneezed. That's what caused him to wake up. If you wrote something else, that does not mean that you're wrong. You could have written it in a lot of different ways. Just make sure you're checking the story to make sure you're correct, and make sure you're checking that your sentence makes sense. All right, friends, great job.